Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have some breaking news that's unbelievable. An investigation was apparently opened into Matt Gaetz shortly before Trump left office. And if you're not familiar with Matt Gaetz, you're very lucky because he is a complete tool. He's a Republican congressman who looks like Jimmy Neutron. That's the best way I can describe him. He's completely annoying, has no principles, made fun of COVID, wore a gas mask onto the Congress floor. Just all around scum. So the investigation centers around Gaetz's relationship with a 17-year-old girl and whether or not he had sexual relations with her and potentially paid for her to travel with him, which is against the law to take someone underage across state lines and to pay for them, entice them to go as well. The alleged encounters or the suspected encounters would have occurred 2 years ago, and reporters say that it's unclear as to how he met her. In addition, 3 people with knowledge of this investigation said that this is actually part of a larger investigation into a man named Joel Greenberg, who was a tax collector in the state of Florida. Greenberg is also a political ally of Gaetz, and Gaetz even took him to the White House in 2019. That's how close they are. The problem for Gaetz is that Greenberg was also indicted last summer on charges including sex trafficking of a child and financially supporting people in exchange for sex. One of those people he supported in exchange for sex was a minor female. Greenberg pleaded not guilty, but currently he's in jail because he violated his bail conditions. So during the investigation into Greenberg, prosecutors seized his devices and they found that he was creating fake ID cards for himself and a teenage girl that they said was between the ages of 14 and 17 years old. Prosecutors allege that he targeted the girl and, quote, recruited and solicited her for sex in exchange for perks and favors. In addition, Greenberg was experimenting with the use of holograms, which are used on permits for people who carry concealed weapons. So it appears that he was trying to fake those as well as the ID cards. And Greenberg has a history of criminal activity. This is nothing new to him. According to previous reports, Greenberg became a tax collector in 2016. Shortly after he took office, and according to a county audit that was performed, Greenberg spent over $1.5 million of taxpayer money on personal expenses. He purchased guns, ammunition, body armor, and a drone. He also used part of the money to purchase computers that he was planning to use for a cryptocurrency venture that he was involved in. So this guy is just a serial criminal, it sounds like. In regard to his most recent nefarious activity, in addition to these allegations with the young girls, prosecutors also indicted Greenberg last June for stalking his political rival. He's accused of trying to spread horrific false rumors about his rivals. He even sent a letter to the school where one candidate was employed, and he made false accusations of sexual misconduct with a student. I mean, talk about projection. Greenberg then even went so far as to set up a fake Facebook page, and he made the same unfounded accusations against this person online. And guess who helped Greenberg spread these heinous lies? No, you'll never guess. I'm just going to tell you. The Proud Boys and a network of fake social media accounts that were traced back to Roger Stone. And in 2017, Greenberg posted a picture of himself with Roger Stone and Matt Gaetz on Twitter with a caption that read, "Great catching up." So He knows these people. He hangs out with these people. He also posted a picture of himself in that same year with right-wing racist scumbag Milo Yiannopoulos, who I'm sure, not coincidentally, once made statements in support of pedophilia. But this is apparently who Gaetz believes to be worthy of not only a trip to the White House to meet the president, but also of a seat in Congress, because in 2018, Gaetz publicly expressed his support for Greenberg when he was running for Congress. Yeah, because this guy should be in Congress. This guy needs to be a lawmaker. So, like Greenberg, Gaetz denies any wrongdoing in regard to this 17-year-old girl. He told reporters, quote, "I have a suspicion that someone is trying to recategorize my generosity to ex-girlfriends as something more untoward." He also said that the investigation is part of a scheme to extort him and his family for $25 million. And he alleges that he and his father were approached by people who said that they could make the investigation go away. I'm sure, though, that it's just a coincidence, another coincidence, that in 2017, Gaetz voted against a bill to provide the federal government with more authority and more money to fight human trafficking. In fact, he was the only member of Congress who voted against that bill. And his excuse was, quote, "Voters in Northwest Florida did not send me to Washington to go and create more federal government. If anything, we should be abolishing a lot of the agencies at the federal level." Oh my God. Oh my God. Isn't it odd that all of these Republicans are either involved in or somehow tied to pedophiles, yet the whole QAnon conspiracy theory and QAnon loons keep promoting this idea that only Democrats violate children? They're the only ones who could possibly violate children. If they have any principles, they'll condemn pedophiles regardless of what letter they have after their name. I don't give a damn who you are or which party you call your own. If you violate a child, you need to spend the rest of your entire life behind bars without the possibility of parole. Sorry, no, you don't get out. And in some instances, I do believe the death penalty might actually be in order. When it involves a toddler, an infant, when it involves a young child and they're being violently raped, yeah. If you have evidence of that, I'm sorry, death penalty. And I don't even care. I will not apologize for feeling that way. What the hell is Matt Gaetz doing with this guy? Why would he be spending time with someone with this history? What excuse could he possibly have for befriending someone like this? I mean, my grandmother used to say, "Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you what you're all about." I'm just saying. All right, guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and listening. When I hear more on this story, I will let you know. As always, take care, and I'll talk with you soon.